Hey guys, welcome back to Minute Watch, and this is the Bulova Surveyor, model number 96B212. It is part of Bulova's Accutron II lineup. Real quickly, Bulova is an American company that is now owned by Citizen, but runs independently. Bulova often uses Citizen movements and materials, but also uses their own proprietary technology, such as this precisionist movement, which is inside this model from their Accutron II lineup. Bulova's high-performance 262.144 kilohertz quartz movement is one of the most accurate watch movements you can get. Not a whole lot of movements can match or beat it, and the ones that do are far more expensive. And none of them are mechanical. They're all quartz. I got this watch for about $125, and I think it's still a bit cheaper now. And after 2 weeks of timing it against an atomic clock, I cannot see a discrepancy. It does not appear to have lost or gained even a fraction of a second as of yet. It will, just not in the time frame of 2 weeks. To me, that is simply amazing. Most quartz watches from your $20 Walmart bought Timex to quartz watches from Omega, excuse me, will have an accuracy of about 10 to 15 seconds per month, which is good, but this is better. Much better. This Bulova's 262 kilohertz ultra high frequency movement is claimed to have an accuracy of 10 to 15 seconds per year. Per year, guys. That is amazing. Most quartz watches, 10 to 15 seconds per month. This watch, 10 to 15 seconds per year. So it is one of the most accurate watches you can get. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to get a very, very accurate, affordable watch. And I've been spying this one for about a year and a half, and it was almost $400 when I first started looking at it, and it has gone down to $134 or $125 or whatever it was when I bought it. So much, much cheaper, and I think it is discontinued, but I believe you can still get this model. If you want to know how this movement works and achieves this accuracy, I'll put a clink, clink? I'll put a link in the description below where you can read all about how this movement works, and it's a three-pronged quartz function. And part of that accuracy is achieved through brute force instead of high-end mechanics and finesse, such as the thermal-compensated quartz movements in non-mechanical grand seikos and other high-end movements. Both are tremendous feats of timekeeping technology, but the Bulova is far more affordable. Let's see. Just to get an idea of what's going to happen, or what this is all about. So this my Steinhardt OVM, Ocean's Vintage Military, this oscillates at a frequency of 4 hertz. And oh, come on guys, come on, there you go. So this oscillates at a frequency of 4 hertz and ticks at 8 beats per second, and that combines to give it its 28,800 beat per hour rating. The ultra high frequency movement of this Accutron II vibrates at 262,144 hertz. Is that right? Kilohertz, 262.144 kilohertz is 262,144 hertz. So yeah, so 4 hertz, 262,144 hertz, and it ticks at 16 times per second, which gives it that smooth 57,600 beat per hour second hand. It is so smooth, the human eye cannot perceive its ticking. Well, mine can't anyway. Can yours? Let me get that close here. Can yours see it ticking? It just looks ridiculously smooth. So anyway, this features the K1 mineral crystal, which is a hardened mineral crystal that is said to be more scratch resistant than standard mineral and more shatter resistant than sapphire. Don't really want to put a hammer to it or scratch it to test, but it supposedly is a very, very good mineral crystal. Maybe even equal or better than Seiko's Hardlex. Let's see what else. I lost my place in my list here. Okay, well, there's a pretty standard date function. It's changing over right now. Time is changing over. Let's see. And there's a stop seconds. You pull it out and you stop the second hand. Most quartz, if not all quartz watches, do that. It is a function to save the battery when they're displaying it, primarily. But it's good to have that stop second hand to stop the second hand. Anyway, this uses this uses the CR2016 lithium-ion battery, which will give you about 2 years of use. The accuracy of the movement should be within spec for the first year, but as the battery loses its voltage, so will the accuracy of the watch, which is normal for any quartz movement, even with voltage compensation. There's only so much you can do with a dying battery, yeah? And, you know, as far as this thing looks, I at first when I got it, I was disappointed. If you were looking at this watch online, you were assuming that the dial was much more vividly blue, but it's just simply not the case. As you can clearly see, it is kind of dark. It is a very navy dark blue, and it's in this lighting it looks okay, but it's kind of weirdly illegible in many angles, and it might be why Bulova no longer carries this in their lineup on their website. You can still get it, but it is kind of weird. At first I didn't really like it, but now I kind of do, and I wish I actually got the silver dial version. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's really nice. The case is brushed in a lateral way. It's not a radial brush, so it's like outward, and I think that's fantastic. I love the way that looks. Can you get that? Can you see that? It looks rough, yet it looks good. You know, I love that. The rest of the case is highly polished, and this is very well done case. The back has a screw down back, and inside that case resides that big ass CR2016 lithium ion battery, which completely covers the movement. You can't even see it, and it's really nice. There's a signed crown. You see there. It is not a wind down or screw down crown, so the water resistance is advertised as 30 meters. So it's not your swimming watch. I wouldn't want to swim with this watch anyway. You can probably get away with showering with it, but I wouldn't. It comes with this leather strap, and even though it appears to be made kind of okay, it does feel thin and cheap. And already right here, the come focus. The hole for the strap. Focus, McFocus. Focus, Cadabra. Focusy, focus. There you go. Already you can see the last hole where I'm always at. It's kind of already ripping and tearing, so not the greatest strap. It is nice, but it feels very thin and cheaply made. The buckle, on the other hand, the buckle is excellent. It is brushed all the way around except for the Bulova tuning fork symbol, which is very nice. I really like this buckle. It's robust, and it's a very unfortunate situation when you have this really nice watch, really good buckle, and this strap. It's just no. It's Bulova. It's just no. You should have not done this strap. You should have made it a little bit better, but whatever. Here we are. Let's put it on my wrist. So. Actually, yeah, let's just put it on my wrist. So this is a 41 millimeter case, and I'll get to the dimensions in a bit. But it actually works really good on my tiny, pathetic bitch wrists, and it looks a little big, but it wears very well. It feels really light. It's really light because it's quartz nature, and it's comfortable despite its larger appearance. I really like this watch, and look at that. It looks fantastic. It looks really fantastic. And if somebody doesn't know what's going on, if they're kind of just a beginner in the watch world, and they're staring at this watch, they're not going to know what the hell is going on. They're going to be like, wow, this thing is smooth AF, and I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's really good. And all right, well, let's take a look at the dimensions, shall we? So for the case, I got 41.1 millimeters. Lug to lug, I got 47.7 millimeters. Thickness, I got 11.4 millimeters. And lug width, a very hefty and my favorite, 22 millimeters. And all right, let's get to let's get to the Lume shot. Not a whole lot going on here, but we got to do it anyway because, you know, consistency is good. And I'm gonna get the tablet of justice. This has got all kinds of information here. The tablet of justice here, and then we're gonna turn off the lights, and we're gonna put the ISO to ISO 1600 to better reflect what's in my face. And well, this flashlight is dead. I'll be right back with a proper flashlight. Jeez, you get everything ready, and then your flashlight is stupid. So stupid, guys. This is driving me crazy because where are all my freaking flashlights? Here we go. The old trusty X-Tar R30. Oh, there you go. Useless little battery in this smaller X-Tar. Anyway, Lume, and done. So there you go. Not a whole lot going there. Just the hands. Just the hands. We're just gonna put the Lume on the hands. Yeah, yeah. I wish they did put a little bit of Lume on the outer edge, but I guess with the crystal, which is slightly domed, that would look kind of funny. Not a very strong Lume. It is already dying, but it should last a little while, and maybe even throughout the night. It'll be very, very dim though. When I checked it throughout the night, it was very, very dim compared to like a Seiko Monster, which was easily readable in the pitch black. But okay, let's get back to the right ISO setting, and then we're going to turn on the lights again. And then what else we got here? We're going to put back the tablet of justice with the information, and what do we have here? Okay, so what we talk about, blah 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 blah, Lume shot. All right, well, here are my final thoughts. So the accuracy of these UHF offerings from Bulova, well, they cannot be denied. If you are looking for a high accuracy watch, consider Bulova, especially if you're not willing to spend thousands of dollars for a high-end quartz. I'm glad I got this watch, and while I feel that it lacks the heritage and, dare I say, the soul of a mechanical watch, I cannot deny that I love watching that epically smooth second hand and knowing that I have one of the most accurate watches in the world. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.